Setting boundaries is an important step to live according to your values and protect yourself from the harm of others. Setting boundaries is the way you separate yourself from the rest of the world. It is how you determine what and who you will allow in your life. Setting boundaries is what you choose to do or not to do. It is not telling other people what they should or shouldn't do. It is how you react to other people, not telling them how to act. The harsh reality about other people is that they do not change unless they want to change. So the only question remains is how you react to them, how you set your boundaries. A wall surrounding a garden protects the garden from people and allows the gardener to grow what he likes. Your boundaries protect you from others, help you live in accordance with your values, and allow you to do whatever you think is important to you. When you do something which you think you should not be doing, you do not have boundaries or cross your boundaries. You feel bad about doing that thing and you regret doing it. Your emotions will tell you when you cross your boundaries. Some examples that can show you do not have boundaries or crossed your boundaries are not criticizing people when they say something that is not in alignment with your values. Constantly trying to help people to please them can be a sign of lacking boundaries. Saying something when you know you should not be saying it, or not saying something when you think you should be saying it, are both signs of boundary issues. Going on a hike when you do not want to go, but you go anyway because a friend asked you to go, shows you crossed your boundaries. Finding yourself always doing what other people want you to do indicates you may not have boundaries. Acting against your will to avoid conflicts is a common sign of lacking boundaries. When other people do something to you which you think they should not be doing, you do not have boundaries, or they cross your boundaries. When someone ridicules you in front of other people and you do nothing about it, it can mean your boundaries were crossed. You may feel drained after a conversation with a friend who says things to you out of jealousy. A coworker always saying wrong things about you to your manager while you do not defend yourself can indicate weak boundaries. Your friend financially takes advantage of you when you do not want to help him. When you live in alignment with your values, you become valuable to other people and give your gifts to the world. Living in alignment with your values takes time and energy, and both are limited. Time is the most important asset you have in your life. Time is valuable, and you should spend it on what matters most. In the military, there is a saying that time costs lives. Different people will try to take your time and energy from you. People will ask you to do things and be available to them. You do not have to be always available to everyone. When you spend your time and energy on what aligns with your values, you become more valuable. You will share your gifts with others in a more meaningful way. We often confuse availability with being valuable. We think being available to everyone brings value to the world. This thinking can trap you in constant busyness without real impact. When you are constantly available, you have less time and energy for what matters to you. You get dragged into requests that drain your time and energy. You end up unsatisfied and exhausted. Devote your time and energy to the things that are most important to you to live a more satisfying life. To manage your time and energy, learn to say no and set clear boundaries. When you live according to your values, you do not have time to be dragged into constant busyness. Many people try to involve you in meaningless conversations and distractions. You do not have to be available to them. You reject distractions to become more valuable and share your gifts more meaningfully. You surround yourself with people who respect you for who you are, not for your availability. Being constantly available depletes your energy and lowers the quality of what you can offer. Your worth is not determined by the number of people you associate with or tasks you do. It is better to fully devote yourself to a few tasks than to give a little of yourself to many. The key to success is focusing on a limited number of meaningful goals. Setting boundaries is also essential to protect yourself from the harm of others. Some people appear in your life and will try to hurt you, to satisfy their own needs or jealousy, or for absolutely no reason. In some ways, our lives are similar to the lives of animals and other creatures. Imagine a fish living her own life under the ocean, moving around under the water, and having fun with other fish. She is suddenly being trapped by the net of a fisherman with the sole purpose of being eaten. The fish did not hurt the fisherman, and the fact that she was victimized does not change a thing. Your life is similar. The fact that you are victimized and are hurt by someone else does not change anything. People are being victimized and taken advantage of every day, and it has always been that way through centuries. The question is what you should do to protect yourself. You should guard yourself against the harm of others by setting boundaries. A person without boundaries is like a garden without walls. People can enter the garden, pick the fruits, and destroy the trees. People are at different stages of their lives, and they have different personalities and behaviors. You can see a 60-year-old acting like a child, or a 20-year-old behaving quite maturely. You live in the same world that other people live in, and will cross paths with people who have different personalities. You cannot change how people behave, but you can control how you react to other people's behavior. No one should be able to take your free will from you and force you to act in a certain way. People can put pressure on you to make you react in a way that they want. However, it is ultimately up to you to decide how to react to what people do and ask from you. Some people are like children. If they do not see a wall in front of them, they will push through as much as they can. They will drag you to the left and right and put pressure on you to do things that you don't want to do. It is your job to define the boundaries and framework of what you tolerate or do not tolerate from others. It is your job to choose how to react to them. If you constantly find yourself doing what others want you to do, despite your will of doing something else, it is a sign that you do not have clear boundaries.